Hello and welcome back to CodeChef. In this video, we are going to learn about one of the most important pillars of OOPS, inheritance in Java. Inheritance allows one class to reuse the feature of another class, making your program more organized, efficient, and easier to maintain. As always, don't just watch, practice alongside while learning. Open the CodeChef online compiler using the link in the description and try running the code yourself as we go through it. So let's get started.
What is inheritance? Inheritance is a mechanism where one class inherits the properties and behaviors of another class. This helps us reuse code instead of writing the same logic again. Think of it like a family. A child inherits features from their parents. Similarly, a class can inherit fields and methods from another class. Key concept of inheritance. Class. A class is a blueprint used to create objects. For example, a class called animal can describe common properties of animals. Superclass or parent class. The class whose features are inherited is called the superclass. For example, animal can be the superclass. Subclass or child class. The class that inherits from another class is called the subclass. For example, dog can inherit from animal. Extends keyword. Inheritance in Java is created using the extends keyword. For example, class dog extends animal. This creates an is-a relationship. A dog is an animal. Reusability. Instead of writing the same methods in multiple classes, define them once in the parent class and reuse them in child classes. The syntax of inheritance looks something like this. Class, child class, extends to parent class. The additional fields and methods are going to be mentioned after. Now let's talk about is-a relationship. Inheritance represents an is-a relationship. For example, car extends vehicle. This means car is a vehicle. So, a car has all behaviors of a vehicle, but a vehicle is not necessarily a car. Inheritance hierarchy in Java. Inheritance in Java forms a hierarchical structure similar to a family tree. At the very top of this hierarchy is a special class called object. It belongs to the package java.lang. An important rule to remember is every class in Java directly or indirectly inherits from the object class even if you don't explicitly write it. Important methods from object class. It converts an object into a string representation. It is used when we print an object. The default output format for the same is class name at hex hash code. For example, book at 15db9742. Here, the class name is book and the hex hash code is 15db9742. Next is equals object. So here it compares two object references. The default behavior is to check if both references point to the same object in memory. It does not check if the data is the same. Hash code. It returns an integer value. It represents the identity of the object. It often is based on the memory location. So two objects with the same data can still have different hash codes. Superclass reference in subclass. So in Java, a superclass reference can point to a subclass object. This is called upcasting. So the reference rules are if A is a superclass and B is subclass, then A reference 1 is equal to new A, B reference 2 is equal to new B, A reference 3 is equal to new B, which is valid, and A reference 4 is new A, which is invalid. So now let's talk about why the last one is invalid. Because a parent object does not necessarily have the feature of a child, so Java does not allow the reference 4 to be a new A. Accessing superclass variables. Sometimes both child and parent have variables with the same name. In that case, the child variable hides the parent variable. To access the parent variable, we can cast this to superclass.
Now it's your turn. Practice what we've learned today. The best way to learn is to have hands-on practice. So keep coding, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.